sounds good, but it's gonna sound better.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna be picking up my freshly ceramic coated header. I'm so excited. The guy sent me a picture and it looks so good. So we're gonna go pick it up, but first we need to park this in the garage because I'm done driving that because I'll be getting my Mazda back from the dealership because it's been at the dealership for about a week for a recall. So we're gonna take the Escape right there because it has a nice sound system.
All right, the Eclipse is in and it needs a bit of a wash, but though it may not be very impressive, here's a cold start on a Ford Escape. Not bad.
And we are officially going to be on our way to go pick up the new exhaust manifold. Well, it's not new, it was 40 bucks. It's new to me though, so I'm gonna call it new-ish. It's newly ceramic coated though. Anyways, so we're gonna be on our way to go pick that up, but I'm not gonna film that because I don't know if he wants to be filmed. But this is a shout out to my boy Travis over at Limitless Coatings, located in Idaho. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip to when we have the manifold, you know, the fun part. And then we're gonna go over why I decided to ceramic coat it over heat wrapping and all of that. So time travel in 3, 2, 1. It looks so good.
So this is the final product. This is the ceramic coated tubular exhaust manifold that I got. I got it and then ceramic coated it. So yeah, this is Glacier is the color, but it's fully ceramic coated, just not on the inside, but it's completely ceramic coated. And we're gonna go over why I went with a ceramic coat rather than, you know, heat wrap and all that.
But first, in case you guys haven't noticed, I'm kind of still in my work uniform and I'm quite dirty. So I'm gonna take a shower first and eat dinner, but you guys don't need to see that. So much better. So I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. The number one factor in deciding whether or not I should ceramic coat or heat wrap the exhaust manifold was, well, how expensive it was. And by expensive, I mean not expensive. This was 40 bucks. Yep. I bought this manifold for $40. Now, it doesn't have any cracks or leaks that I know of. Me and the ceramic coater guy, we didn't notice anything. It's been welded on the outside and the inside, which might be a good thing or a bad thing. We're not exactly sure yet. But that was the number one reason why I decided to ceramic coat instead of heat wrap. Because with heat wrap is pretty much the best way to keep your exhaust manifold insulated. It is by far the best way to keep the heat inside the manifold, which is exactly what we want in this instance. But there are some drawbacks. With wrapping, one, it's kind of difficult. Two, it's basically irreversible, and if you happen to get it off, it leaves a little bit of a residue that's hard to sandblast off even. But the number one thing that I was afraid of was when you heat wrap your manifold, there is a chance of the heat wrap contributing to it cracking down the road. And obviously if you do it right, it can last plenty long enough, and it kind of depends on the car. But I felt like if any manifold was going to crack, it was going to be my $40 budget manifold. So that's why I went with ceramic coating. Ceramic coating is basically the safest way to do it. It's more expensive than heat wrapping. You can't really do it yourself unless you know how to do it and you've got the tools. But I think it's the safer way to do it. It's gonna keep your exhaust manifold from corroding or rusting or anything like that. But it's also going to be a much better alternative to just leaving it open. Because if you leave it open, then it loses all sorts of heat. But ceramic coat will definitely be a much needed improvement over just an open free header. You know what I'm saying? Not as good as heat wrap, obviously. Heat wrap is pretty much the best option if you want outright performance. But ceramic coating is the safer way to do it. I think it's the best way to do it for a used manifold. It's safer. It'll hopefully increase the longevity of the lifetime of the manifold. And in my opinion, it does look a little bit better. I think heat wrap, I don't think it looks bad, to be honest. I don't think it looks bad. I think it gives it kind of a hardcore race feel, you know what I'm saying? But I will say ceramic coat looks more appealing. It looks better. And to be honest, it's so satisfying to open up the hood and be like, yeah, what a work of art, you know? But but I am going to be putting a heat shield over it, so I won't be able to admire it for too long, because in a few weeks I plan on putting a heat shield over. So since we're not heat wrapping, it's not going to be holding in the heat as well as a heat wrap would. So what I'm going to be doing is not just a ceramic coat, but I'm also going to be building a custom heat shield as well out of aluminum and some insulating layer, so we can just have we can hold all the heat right here, you know what I'm saying? But this is a much needed improvement over what we had before. I'll throw a picture up in the video. $40 gets you, well, what you would expect for $40. And it's definitely much cheaper than buying a new one, because I bought it for $40, got a ceramic coated for $150, so for $190, I got a tubular exhaust manifold that will most likely work. Again, like I said, there aren't any leaks that we know of, no cracks, nothing like that. There might be eventually, but right now it's okay. In the next video, we're gonna be installing this bad boy and trying to see, you know, is the spool uptime better? Is the sound better? We want to know, right? That's pretty much what decided it for me. It's an old manifold. I didn't want it getting hurt. I didn't want it cracking or corroding or anything like that. So just a ceramic coat is the safest way to insulate your manifold. Not that I don't want to make you think that like heat wrapping a manifold is going to guarantee that it's going to crack eventually. It's not like that. But since I don't have a whole lot of experience and this is old already, I felt like it was probably going to crack or break or something. So I decided to just go with the ceramic coat just for now. If I get a brand new header in the future, I will probably do some form of wrap, or I'll just ceramic coat it again and put a heat shield over it. I don't know. It depends on your setup, depends on your car, depends on what you want. It's up to you, really. If your car makes you happy, that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, in the next video, we'll be putting this on. Let me know what kind of cars you guys are working on, what kind of project cars you guys have, because I don't know, it's fun for me to know and I want to interact with you guys. Let me know if you would rather ceramic coat or heat wrap and your experiences with both, because I'm kind of a noob. So I'm kind of telling you what I've heard, what I've read, and like I said, this is, I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna end today's video. It was a pretty short video, but I wanted to post something every week. Being consistent is good. If you liked today's video, hit that like button. If you didn't like today's video, feel free to hit that thumbs down button. Let me know how I could have improved. I'd love to improve, because, you know, as long as you're trying to be your best every single day, that's what matters, right? But yeah, just like that, this video is over, and I will see you guys next week.